Hey, now it's the Raw from 101 Kiss FM here with my tag team partner in podcasting and my best friend, live from our own homes respectively. Me in Evansville, Indiana, Jerry Valeri in State College, Pennsylvania, the Happy Valley. Good afternoon. Hello, Jerry Valeri.
Woo! Straight from Botswana.
Okay.
And by Botswana, I mean the Animal Kingdom in Disney World.
That was a live rendition of every Samoan's theme song in wrestling ever. That was the Head Shrinkers. That was Samoa Joe. That was Roman Reigns. That was Yokozuna. I mean, all in one, a beautiful live rendition.
It'd be great if they came out with little drums, just little ones, though.
Samoa Joe's entrance used to have that.
Right?
They weren't little drums, they were big drums, but hey, whatever. Anyway, welcome to today's edition of Post to Post. Due to, again, scheduling. Please don't think we're going to be regularly broadcasting from home. I greatly prefer being in the studio.
No, I'll take all the blame. Like, we had consultants and like a lot of radio mumbo jumbo today. It's just been keeping me from our 10:20 my time, 9:20 your time appointment.
First of all, I'm sorry. I know what that's like dealing with those a-holes. So I hope you're okay. And second of all, don't apologize. You do a big favor to us, and thank you for your help.
Sorry, my dog's being an idiot, and I'm trying to shut him up. Take him out. Shut up.
All right, so it is Tuesday. We've got Survivor Series.
So professional. It's so professional. I'm so sorry.
Listen, keep him from barking, because if Toby barks, Roxy and Layla are going to start barking.
Right, and then we have to hurt somebody.
Right. So anyway, Survivor Series is this coming Sunday. We were certainly on the road to Survivor Series. The entire build, these past 3 Raws since the last pay-per-view, has been decidedly focused on Survivor Series, and really just this one angle. It's gotten very monotonous. Did you watch Raw last night?
I did. I don't understand. I understand wanting to get from point A to point B when it comes to Survivor Series, and they have a goal. But I don't know why to get there you have to stop every other angle you're doing. They did it for the draft, which made more sense than now because you didn't know who was going where. But it's just like they basically look ahead and go, it'd be like me saying, you know what, I'm just done doing anything until Christmas because Christmas is coming, so I'm not planning for anything else. It's crazy.
Yeah, but the problem is not only that they suspend everything, it's just that everything they're planning for is the same. It's these particular matches against SmackDown that all have the same angle, or you could argue no angle at all.
Right, exactly. And then it's the same on both shows. I mean, I'm sure we're going to see the same thing probably tonight, and God help us if we do, because I hated the beginning of Raw. I did not hate Raw, but I hated the beginning of it last night. if it weren't for this podcast, I'd have turned it off. I was like, I'm so over this.
Well,
I don't want to see all the superstars. I don't want to see them all lined up like that unless they're ringing the bell for somebody dead.
Yeah, that's a really good rule of thumb. I don't like that either.
Sense.
Yeah, so I agree that Raw did start off on the wrong foot, and it did get better as the night went on. I will agree that was the wrong way to start the show, especially when you came off those 2 shows from Glasgow. And this was really just a continuation of the same thing, which all felt homogenized to me in the first place. So, yeah, I thought it was a bad way to start Raw last night, personally. But it did get better. So let's talk about some of the things they did wrong and some of the things they did right. First of all, I had a question towards the start of the show. I thought one thing was weird. They had that promo where everyone's on the ramp. I agree that is so lame, especially because, like, we're supposed to think a lot of these people want to tear each other's heads off, that they shouldn't be sharing the same ramp, really, you know?
Exactly. Like 3 weeks ago, Seth Rollins, when he'd show up, he had to be separated by security for Kevin Owens. Now they're separated by one dude. Like, it's not enough.
Yeah, I agree. And it just makes it seem like like you just lined up your first grade class, like you're a teacher, and like we're all gonna go do a fire drill now, and like everyone on the roster reports to the stage. I don't know. I just like to think that it wouldn't work that way. I don't know. I don't like those either.
I didn't like it, and I get it. I know what the reality is behind the scenes. However, I don't want to. I want to be able to suspend disbelief, but I don't want to have to do it all the time.
Yeah. So, and then the other question I had was, so we started, we ran out of that first promo into a match. And then my question was, so they separated the promo and the match with a commercial break. Why did the match start with entrances if everyone's already out there in the first place? Why don't you just send the guys who aren't in the match to the back and then keep the ones that are in there?
I know, because they want to get the pop of, because those are big entrances maybe, but it's...
I know why they do it. I just think that if you're really writing a show, you wouldn't do that. If you're writing a real show.
No, if you're going to do, and it starts right now, which was funny because Mick Foley blew that halfway through before Steph wasn't even done yet.
Or I mean, like, imagine you're at a Kiss concert, you know, and the band's already out and they've played the first 3 songs, and then the announcer comes out and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest band alive, Kiss." But they're already out there. Why are you introducing them?
You're here.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
And then they walk off stage. And then they come back.
Yeah, it's like, well, I didn't follow that logic, but you know what? It's wrestling, and it's just one of those things I got to deal with, I guess. I could not tell you. I don't have words to describe how much I did not care about that first match. I'm over this in-feuding angle. I'm over if people can get along. It's the same thing you've given me, and I cared even less this week than I did last week about that particular match.
I feel like an ungrateful child. I explained this last week because I wanted Survivor Series matches, and I still do. And I know that I'm going to enjoy them, I'm hoping. But this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. You're taking something I enjoy watching, and you've homogenized it to get us to Survivor Series. Ugh, I just can't wait for it to be over.
Here's my summation of it is I'm grateful we're getting it, and I'm still looking forward to it. My enthusiasm for these elimination matches hasn't waned. I just wish it didn't have to come at the sacrifice of every other active angle and every live show up until Survivor Series.
Right. I would rather it be like, you remember the old days, it was like a team of good guys and a team of bad guys. So it wasn't, you had cohesive teams, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. That's a cool way to do it. But again, I'm not going to complain too much. I don't like the builds. I'm happy with the final product. So
right.
That's my thought on that. About the line of the night, I've already got one. It was early in the show, if you want my honest opinion. There were some good ones last night. But did you have a line of the night?
Not particularly. What did you have?
Mine went once again to Y2J, Chris Jericho, who said, quote, "I got 2 guys on my team who don't like scarves." I thought that was after the promo he had where he gave them both scarves and they didn't want them, and Braun Strowman ripping up someone's Chris Jericho scarf. This is saying, I got 2 guys on my team who don't like scarves. What did I get myself into?
They don't even like scarves. That's good.
I thought that was fun.
Do you like what they're doing with Braun Strowman? I do.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it needs to have a destination. I hope they know where they're going with him.
Do you feel like he needs Bobby the Brain Heenan more than anybody in a long time?
Boy, he would be a dead ringer for the Heenan family, wouldn't he?
Wouldn't he? He really would be.
They should make him.
He needs him.
They should make him a Paul Heyman guy.
Right. Well, is Paul allowed to have more than one guy? I wish he would.
Yeah, but Brock's going to go away again soon. We all know that. He'll be gone until at least the Royal Rumble at the early
Rumble. They're going to put the belt on him eventually.
Yeah, I don't think he's had his last title run yet, and I loved it. His last one was so exciting. So there was that. What else do I have? Steve just sent a message. He loved when someone called James Ellsworth Chins McMahon. That was seeing Ellsworth.
That's the line.
Seeing Ellsworth on Raw was kind of exhilarating. Oh my God!
I
And the way he sold being put on the list was brilliant. Did you catch that?
I did. What did you think of behind the scenes Booker T trash talking James Ellsworth? Did you read about that?
I skimmed over it. What did he say?
It wasn't anything super inflammatory. He just thinks that it's crap that he's getting a main event spot, that he's getting a lot of credit. Guys that have been working hard in the industry and look better and they can't get an opportunity on the roster, and here's James Ellsworth. But what he's not taking into account is it's not all look. James Ellsworth just kind of has that, the fact that he doesn't have a look and he looks like a science experiment is really to his credit right now.
How long have I been saying that I can't stand everyone on the roster looks the same, like the bodybuilder type, and I want I want sloppy looking guys, and I want earthquakes, and I want tugboats, and I want typhoons, and I want all these things. And James Ellsworth fits that mold. He doesn't look like everybody else.
And he's giving us something we haven't had in a long time, an angle that we haven't ever seen before.
Yeah, no, I'm totally supportive of James Ellsworth. And also, let's keep in mind, while James Ellsworth might get a spot on the roster for this, he's not going to be the face of the show anytime soon.
No. To say that he's in the main event is really giving a lot of credit there where it's not due. Like, yes, he's in the main event, but he's not the main event. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. No, I mean, I agree with you completely. Okay, so did you watch the Cruiserweight Championship match, or the Cruiserweight match at least?
With Ryan Kendrick, yes, and Sin Cara. Am I alone? I'm not impressed by Sin Cara at all.
It's not that. My only question was, were those guys mic'd? Because I could hear them calling their spots louder than I could hear the commentary, literally.
Yeah, at one point I thought John Cena was in the ring.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I could hear everything they were calling, and like I said, there were times when it was louder than the commentary, which also felt low at the time.
They must have been mic'd.
I mean, I was joking, but they were just really loud. Sin Cara, especially because he has that mask on. I could hear him. Okay, you're probably right.
He had a mic in his mask.
I thought that oh my God, the Rent-A-Cops in the Goldberg Lesnar segment could not have looked any more like local independent wrestlers if they were wearing like the Buffalo Wrestling Federation t-shirts.
Right. The only thing, like, they reminded me of the people that were the EMTs for Sasha Banks and Hell in a Cell. Like
but not only that, like, did you notice that they seemed to be like nodding off, like they were falling asleep during the segment? Like, what? They did not look like cops at all. That's not how cops behave.
No. Getting away, you got to be. It was weird, but you know that segment fired me up.
I gotta tell you, I thought that was a pretty well done segment. It's kind of what I've been hoping they would do. Something that got personal. I didn't want to just ride off the coattails of 12 years ago, because that's not a feud. That they feuded 12 years ago isn't a feud to me.
No, but Paul Heyman saying your little boy's going to call Brock Lesnar daddy. That was
yes, that's what I wanted exactly. That was the specific line that got me ready for Sunday.
And then the shirts get ripped off, and when those three security guards at the end, roll out of the ring, and Goldberg's like, yeah, rah! And then Brock Lesnar's like, rip, pecs, and then everybody, and I was so into it, and in my head, I was, okay, so my heart was like, fight, and my brain was like, please don't fight yet, don't give it to me yet, don't do it.
Yeah.
And then he stepped up the ring, and I was like, yes, perfect.
That's exactly the way I felt too.
Don't let them touch each other till Survivor Series. It's perfect.
No, you're right. It was what they should have done from the beginning. It was something that was very personal, that was very heated, and it was just. I'm just glad that at least for one night, you know, for the short build we have now until Survivor Series, they gave us something bloody. You know, not actual blood, but like something that was personal, you know?
Well, I'm not hoping. I'm glad that they did that. And I'm glad that I've enjoyed the build because I don't think the match is going to live up to the build. I think the match is it just me or does Goldberg seem smoked when he gets to the through his entrance? He seems like he's done cardio.
Goldberg's always been that way. Yeah, I agree, but I'm not expecting. I mean, really, if you're expecting this to be a great match, whoever you are, I think you're foolish. It's going to be fun. It's going to be.
I hope it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not expecting it to be good.
Stiff? Is it going to be stiff?
It's Brock, so I'll say probably.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember if Goldberg is stiff. I don't know if he'll want to be.
Oh, well, he's stiff enough with Bret Hart. He ended his career.
Wow, that was a while ago. Take it easy there.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure that 12 years of rest is going to do his a lot for his ring work. I'm sure he's going to come back better than ever before. I'm sure.
Boy, Bret Hart would be so pissed at me for even saying that Goldberg might not like to work stiff.
So, but outside of that, I thought it was a pretty good go-home show. It really focused on what's coming up on Sunday. It made me. I was more excited. I'm more excited for Sunday now than I was before Raw started. So that's good. I'm also excited for post Sunday because a whole bunch of new feuds, kind of like a Raw after WrestleMania.
They're going to move things forward. They're going to move things forward finally.
So I feel like after tomorrow, or really after Sunday, we've got a lot to look forward to.
And I'm assuming a lot of the Raw guys aren't done tonight. They'll be showing up at SmackDown Live.
Watch, it's going to be the same exact thing. Watch the SmackDown guys call in the Raw guys, and then it turns into another brawl. That will be so lame if it's a repeat of Raw's ending. I can see it happening too. I'd like to think they'll be more creative. I don't know.
I hope so, and I just hope Ellsworth is involved, and you know he will be.
That's what we can all agree on. Is there anything else you wanted to mention from last night's show?
I think that's good. It's like a tepid thumbs in the middle because something we like, but we don't love how it's going.
Yeah, that's a very good summation. I think we actually agree 100% this time.
Only other thing I'll say is I think it's stupid to have your longest reigning tag team champions ever lose to three dudes that have never been in a match before together. I know why they did it, but I didn't like it.
Not only that, they really got on my nerves last night. I want to like New Day. I like when they're weird, but they can get too weird, and that happened last night to me. I wasn't enjoying it at all last night.
Well, you could be like that one crazy listener and just mute it every time they're on the television.
No one's muting the screen, but you can be annoyed by them, and that's what happened to me last night. I thought last night was not a good night for New Day, personally.
Muting the screen, by the way, people that say they're muting the screen are the same people that say, you've lost a listener. That I haven't.
I'm never listening again. You can tell which one was just got out of a consultant meeting.
What I like to do is take the people that we've lost and then make fun of them by name 2 days later. And then when they complain, I say, thought you weren't there anymore.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's right.
I didn't think you'd notice.
Yeah, exactly. I figured I could just keep offending you because you're not listening anymore. You're the one person.
We've lost you. I've given up. I've given up on you already.
Good stuff. Is there anything else? I saw Nia Jax was there last night. Did you have any thing with that?
The closest thing I have to Nia Jax is my daughter's American Girl doll that she's going to get for her birthday today.
Yes, happy 9th birthday to Allison. Very excited. She's turning 9.
Like this could be Nia Jax just for a minute. A young Nia Jax. Hey Rob, what's going on?
Nia Jax has lost some weight, I think.
What was he? It's young. She's young.
Put some like cottage cheese in her pants. You want to?
She does look like that. Like she's just got bags of mashed potatoes stuffed down her pants.
She does, and I remember She was in a 6-woman tag when she was in Evansville. I was in the second row, and she was like right in front of me, like 6 feet in front of me on the apron. And I was just staring into the dimples and like, wow, it looks like Rikishi.
You just wanted to boop, boop.
And just hope I see my finger again.
Rikishi, here's Rikishi's theme song, by the way.
All right, for myself, The Rob, and my tag team partner, Ramblin' and Jerry V, thanks so much for tuning in. And here is a live review of every single individual song to play us out.
Samoa. Samoa.